Why? Okay. You can wait. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back to Blog Watch. Sorry, my third interview with you.
Yes.
The first time was with Maguindanao. Remember, you were the
UP.
yes, you were the first one who made a statement against the Maguindanao massacre at Ampatuan, and you discussed briefly on the platforms. And the second time, when you were disqualified at first by Comelec, and in that interview, you were talking about new politics,
Yes.
and that really interested a lot of readers. Because we were not live then, can you explain again what is new politics? Because it's something so new to us. I mean, most of us are used to the traditional politics.
Okay. Maybe Noemi, the best way. What do I do? Look at you.
You look at me.
Okay. So the best way to understand new politics is take a look at what happened in Comelec. Because the Comelec, in a sense, was the guardian of old politics, of traditional politics. So when they had the criteria of determining whether a candidate can wage a credible national campaign, the criteria was whether the person and the candidate had money and resources, as well as a political party. And so, with that kind of definition, which was for me shocking, because I think Comelec really strayed away from its mandate, because there's nothing in the Constitution that says that only people who are very rich can run as presidential candidates in this country. So old politics actually gives a lot of weight to money, political organization, and maybe even name recall or popularity, without taking a look at the substance, the vision, the platform, the track record, the qualifications of a person, and the capacity of the person to actually inspire Filipinos to create a different world, a different country. And out of that possibility, then you will have people volunteering. If this is spread to the internet, through media, people are volunteering, and then you will have a massive support, and the resources will come, the organization will come, and you create it in process. Now, for me, the interesting thing was that we wrote a 48-page motion for opposition against the Comelec decision, and had over 150 pages of attachment. In fact, during the hearings, Comelec made a note of it. They made a note of it. And so I was very happy that they basically adopted almost every argument that we did. One thing for me, this is also, I think, a very good day for people like, in the internet, like Blog Watch Philippines, the bloggers, the Twitter community. Comelec acknowledged that the capacity to have a credible presence in the internet constitutes part of the criteria for launching a credible national campaign. And this is why I was always telling friends, I am lodging this motion of opposition not for myself alone, but I'm really upset that Comelec would define political innovations, especially innovations connected to creating a better country, to citizens, more citizens' involvement, and independent opinion in the internet. So I think I'm really happy with the decision because they actually cited.
They cited the internet?
They cited the internet. There was a 2-paragraph decision on me, and then one of the criteria they said that Mr. Petitioner Perlas has shown, based on data, that there are over 24 million users of the internet in the Philippines, and that he has a credible presence in the internet.
Right.
And so I was just citing in part of my opposition that if you search my name, Nicanor Perlas, on the internet, there are over 250,000 citations, and which I pointed out was more than 5 of the other presidential candidates. And the commissioners themselves, if you Google their name, do a Google search or a Yahoo search, you come up with less than 50,000. So I mean, I made it as part of the argument that you can, the most important thing is that not money or political organization, but how do you reach the hearts and minds of voters? The Filipinos who will vote, here and abroad. That is what you need. With the internet, there's this possibility of a massive outreach without too much expense. Because basically that's the power of the internet. In a sense, it democratized media and made it possible for thousands of people to blog, to tweet, to create a discourse on a lot of topics. So I'm really excited because of that decision. I think 2010 will be one of the most conscious elections that we will have in the history of this country. Because the internet is a two-way media. Unlike the mainstream media, which is also there, is important, but the internet, people can feedback, can create discourse, and there can be an ongoing discourse. So I think all of you bloggers know this, and tweeters. I made a very strong argument. I was the only person that was disqualified that made this argument, and they cited this as part of the reason why they reinstated my candidacy as president of the Philippines. So I'm really happy. And I'm really excited. My first major interview is among bloggers,
Right.
among bloggers, because I really believe in the power of the internet.
That's very good.
Yeah.
And since your disqualification, the buzzword was really new politics associated with you.
Exactly.
And you wrote an article on new politics, and it was cited here that the basic essence of new politics is the vision of the country and track record. So what is the vision what's your vision for the Philippines?
Yes. My vision for the Philippines is encapsulated in our platform. I'll just try to restate it.
Yes.
Number one, I think it's important to envision a country that has the capacity to actually stand tall in the world, because it's gotten rid of corruption, it's drastically reduced poverty, it's dealt with peace and order conditions, it has satisfactorily moved on to restore the environment and educate its people. So we are seeing the possibility of a country being reconstructed, being recreated out of a real longing by citizens to get involved in a participatory process of governance. So catchword is integral sustainability, where ecological soundness is actually addressed, economic vitality, political maturity, real democracy, cultural vibrancy, as well as individual transformation that would allow the transformation of institutions in society. That is the vision in short of the Philippines. Then I lay out the details of this vision in 24 pages of platform, which is, by the way, a living document, because this is evolving. What I submitted to Comelec was a 24-page platform that we already created many months ago, but new questions are coming in, therefore new answers. So this platform continues to evolve. It becomes even more and more concrete as more and more people ask questions, and we generally address people's concerns.
So let's move on to the other question.
How many years ago have you decided to run for the presidency? And from that time, what have you done so far so that your name known? Like here in Clerk, we received something like, who is the color person?
Exactly. I actually have been prodded to run as president since 1996, and I was not interested. Because at that time, government still had a space where it listened to people's advice and advocacies and still did something about it. I really started getting concerned with the Arroyo administration, because I think this government really doesn't care